Good afternoon, students. So today we are going to start up a new class, and we are going to take Petty Cash Book. Okay, and in Petty Cash Book we'll be learning about Impress system of Petty Cash Book. So what is Petty Cash Book? What is Impress system of Petty Cash Book? Why it is maintained? What is the need of that? Everything we are going to see today. Okay. So let's continue. Let's start. Okay. So here we can see Petty Cash Book, Impress system of Petty Cash Book. Now, what is Impress system of Petty Cash Book? And what is actually Petty Cash Book? We should know. Petty Cash Book क्या होता है? Actually, एकदम simple में बोले ना, Petty Cash Book is nothing but cash. In addition to the main cash record, okay. In addition to the main cash record, there are many additional small little what is a nominal amount of money that is being spent on many activities like paying of auto fare, paying for postage, okay, or paying for printing, or paying for purchasing pen, 10 rupees, 12 rupees. This type of expenditures are there, okay, which reaches up to 100,000, sometimes more than that, okay, depending on the size of the business, okay. And it becomes very difficult for the main accountant, main cashier, okay, to record all these things. So what he will do is that he will appoint one new cashier. In addition to the head cashier, there will be another new cashier who is going to look over all these nominal expenses, all these small expenses, okay, all these nominal value expenses which are being paid for the general day-to-day activities, which are very nominal in value, okay, 10 rupees, 12 rupees, 20 rupees, like that, okay. So this type of expenses will be seen by the petty cashier, okay. So the name of the person is petty cashier, okay. The person who will look over this small expenses will be called petty cashier. So what he will do is that he will be getting in the beginning of the month, or beginning of the week, or beginning of the fortnight, it is 14 days, he will be getting an amount which is expected to be spent on during that time, okay. जो chances होता है, पकड़ लो, सोचा कि एक हफ्ता है तो एक हफ्ते में 1000 रुपए खर्चा होगा, तो हेड कैशियर उसको 1000 रुपए दे देगा, okay. Or suppose it is for 1 month, then he thought that, okay, on the basis of the experience, obviously you will think that, okay, it is going to be 5,000, so the head cashier will give 5,000 to the petty cashier. If needed, he will take again, the petty cashier can report and take extra money, but he will give on the estimation. And later on what will happen is that this petty cashier will make all the expenses throughout the month or throughout the time period, whatever is given, okay. And after that, by the end of the time period, the petty cashier will show the record to the head cashier, okay, of whatever the expenses has been done, and whatever the remaining amount will be there, that will be also presented to the petty cashier. And what will the head cashier, okay, and what will the head cashier do? He will check all the things, and whatever the money was spent, that will be again returned back to the petty cashier. Suppose 1000 rupees was given for 1 week expenses, and the expenses was 900, right? So all the record of 900 will be presented by the petty cashier to the head cashier. And what will head cashier do? He will check it, and after that, since the 100 rupees already left, so what he will do, he will give another 900 rupees to the petty cashier, so that 900 plus 100 it becomes to 1000, ठीक है. समझ में आया? क्या करना है? petty cashier को पकड़ लो, 1000 रुपए दिया था, ठीक है, एक हफ्ते का खर्चा करने के लिए, एक हफ्ता में 900 रुपए खर्चा हो गया, तो अब इस 900 रुपए का हिसाब petty cashier हेड कैशियर को दिखाएगा. दिखाने के बाद एक बार हेड कैशियर चेक कर ले, फिर क्या करेगा, वो वापस से जितना खर्चा हुआ था, जैसे 900 रुपए खर्चा हुआ ना, तो 900 रुपए वापस से वो पेटी कैशियर को दे देगा, एंड पेटी कैशियर विल यूज दिस मनी फॉर मेंटेनिंग द एक्सपेंसेस फॉर द नेक्स्ट वीक और नेक्स्ट पीरियड, व्हाटएवर इज असाइंड, ठीक है. वैसे होता है पेटी कैश, ओके. एंड पेटी कैश का मतलब क्या होता है? छोटे छोटे खर्चों का, एक्सपेंसेस का हिसाब रखना है. तो पेटी कैश बुक जो होता है वो बेसिकली दो तरह का होता है. एक हो गया सिंपल पेटी कैश बुक, और एक हो गया एनालिटिकल पेटी कैश बुक, जिसको हम लोग बोलते हैं इम्प्रेस सिस्टम ऑफ पेटी कैश बुक. तो सिंपल नहीं चाहिए, हम लोग डायरेक्टली जाते हैं इम्प्रेस सिस्टम ऑफ पेटी कैश बुक में, जिसका मतलब मेन कंसेप्ट क्या होता है कि यहाँ पे एनालिटिकल या फिर इम्प्रेस का मतलब होता है कि हर एक आइटम का, ठीक है, हर एक आइटम का इंडिविजुअली डिटेल्स में हिसाब किया जाता है, ठीक है. ग्रुप बनाकर उनका ग्रुपिंग में हिसाब, जैसे ऑटो फेयर, रिक्शा फेयर, बस फेयर, ये सब क्या है? ट्रेवलिंग के लिए है, तो सबका हिसाब ट्रेवलिंग में किया जाएगा. तो ट्रेवलिंग में पूरा कितना खर्चा हुआ उसका हिसाब बताओ, ठीक है। अब प्रिंटिंग के लिए प्रिंटिंग किया, जेरोक्स किया, ठीक है, उसके बाद कलम किया, खरीदा, कॉपी खरीदा, तो ये हो गया प्रिंटिंग एंड स्टेशनरी वाले आइटम्स। तो इनका कितना हिसाब हुआ उसको प्रिंटिंग एंड स्टेशनरी में लिख देंगे, समझ में आया। वैसे करके ग्रुपिंग किया जाता है, तो ग्रुप में उसका हिसाब किया जाता है, ठीक है। So I'll just explain a little bit about the grouping. Okay, so like traveling expenses, or we can even call it convenience expenses. Okay, we have like taxi fare, auto fare, disco fare, train fare, like this. Okay, this will come under the heading traveling expenses. We make the grouping, and then under the grouping we will subgroup it. Okay, and then printing and stationery will include, this is the main group name. Okay, purchase of pen, copy, paper, ink, xerox, printout, all these things. Okay, then postage and telegram, or you can say postage and telephone also sometimes they use, depending on the grouping. You can write in postage and telegram will include postal charges, speed post, registered post, courier, stamp purchase, etc. Okay, and then comes the carriage and cartage. The carriage and cartage will include carrying charges, like bringing with the help of any vehicle, okay, or lorry charges, carriage, cartage, freight, all this will come under carriage and cartage. Okay, then comes the office expenses like office cleaning or tips to the peon, okay, like this. Or then you can say other miscellaneous office expenses, like there are many office cleaning is one of those. Okay, then cleaning of desk, table, then it can be other expenses like you have offered some tea or coffee to some of the employees. Okay, that also will be coming under office expenses. Then coming to the next one, personal account. Any payment made to Ram, Sham, Jyotu, Madhu, all these things will come under for personal account. Then entertainment expenses, like you have invited someone and there is a or you have offered a tea or coffee to any one of the guest in your department or organization. Suppose someone came from outside, you are offering tea, coffee to them, that will be entertainment expenses. Okay, then coming to the next one, other any other expense which is not coming over the above will come under the sundries or miscellaneous expenses. Okay, so very simple, you need to make the grouping according to the term that has been given. Okay, if it doesn't fall under all this, you can put it under miscellaneous. There is no such hard and fast rule that it should be like this. Okay, but try to keep it in the group, it will be good. Okay, there's nothing to be very worried about that, right? So let's go to the format. We just find out the format, how it look like. The performer of analytical petty cash book look like this. Okay, you have two sides. One is the receipt side. It's a little bit peculiar because it has got only one particulars column, only one date column, but there are two columns for payment and receipt, one for the payment and one for the receipt. Okay, so first of all, debit side and the credit side is there, and this debit side will be receipt side. Okay, and whereas the other side will be total payment side. This one is the total payment side, right? And in middle will be the particulars. Clear? Then we have got CBF, that is cash book folio number. Cash book folio number. In some of the books you will find it is written ledger folio. That is also correct. Okay. Then date. Cash book folio number means what is the folio, from which part of the cash book it has come, the number. Okay. Then the date and voucher number. Obviously all of you are aware of that. And then will be the grouping. As many groups, as many column. Okay. Like postage and telegram, it is there, printing and stationery, carriage, traveling expenses, miscellaneous expenses, and personal account we have. Okay, so likewise you have to prepare, right? So here it is mentioned. If you need, you can just study it, you know that. Now coming to the practical, let's take up a practical and we'll start. So as we start the practical, you should remember that if the question has mentioned the group, then it is fine, you will go along with that. If it is not mentioned, then you have to find based on the item. By seeing the item, you have to find out what is the group name. Okay, like starting from here, a petty cash book is kept on the impress system. Okay, the amount of impressed, okay, the amount of impress means what is the amount has been given to him. Okay, under impress has been 1000. Okay, 1000 रुपए उसको दिया जाता है मेंटेन करने के लिए एक्सपेंसेस. एंड ही एनालिसिस कॉलम, हिज एनालिसिस कॉलम, इसको एनालिसिस कॉलम देखो बता के दे दिया यहाँ पे. ओके, postage and telegram column is there, printing and stationery column is there, traveling expenses is there, repair column is there. Okay, this is additional, no problem, you can keep it. And carriage column is there, sundry expenses, and personal account column is there. So how many columns did you get? Postage, postage and telegram 1, printing and stationery 2, traveling expenses 3, repairs 4, carriage 5, sundry expenses 6, and personal account 7. So 7 columns will be there for analysis. Okay, now let's prepare the format first, then we can go simultaneously with the question. So we know that first few columns are compulsory, that is receipt column, cash book folio column, date column, particulars, voucher number, and total payment. This is compulsory. Okay, you cannot skip any of these are compulsory. So we'll make that receipt column, CBF, that is cash book folio number, and date column, then particular, then voucher number, total payment we have made, and then we have got additional 7 columns we have already seen here, that is postage and telegram, printing and stationery, traveling expenses, repairs, carriage, sundry expenses, and personal account. So accordingly we have made postage and telegram, printing and stationery, carriage, traveling expenses, sundry expenses, repairs, and personal account. Now let's see how we are going to put up the items. So items को बैठाने से पहले याद रखना कि सबसे पहले जो पैसा मिलता है वो हम लोग टू कैश लिखकर डेबिट साइड, दैट इज एसेट साइड में क्या बोलते हैं उसको, रिसीव साइड में लिखा जाता है. ठीक है, तो याद रखना यहाँ पे जनरल एंट्री कुछ इस तरह से होता है कि पैटी कैश डेबिट टू कैश अकाउंट. ठीक है, तो पैटी कैश के डेबिट साइड में लिखा जाता है टू कैश अकाउंट. ओके, तो यहाँ पे देखो एक चीज बता के दिया है कि पेटी कैश को इम्प्रेस सिस्टम में मेंटेन किया जा रहा है और इसको 1000 रुपीज बैलेंस मेंटेन किया जा रहा है. ठीक है, सो 1000 रुपीज बैलेंस मेंटेन किया जा रहा है, इसका मतलब है कि 1000 रुपए मिलना चाहिए था. ठीक है, लेकिन पहला ही एंट्री हमें क्या बोला है कि पेटी कैश इन हैंड 350 रुपीज है ऑलरेडी, मतलब पहले से ही मेंटेन करके आ रहे हैं हम लोग, तो हमारे पास 350 रुपीज ऑलरेडी है. और सेम उसी दिन बाकी कितना मिलना चाहिए, 350 है अगर 1000 में, out of 1000 if we have 350, what is the remaining amount? 650 should be 650 we should get, right? तो 650 रुपीज हम लोग को मिलना चाहिए. तो क्या होगा, सबसे पहले ओपनिंग बैलेंस के लिए एंट्री नहीं होता है, क्या होगा 2016 मार्च 1 टू बैलेंस ब्रॉट डाउन 350. याद रखना यहीं पे एक ही पार्टिकुलर है, तो यहाँ पे डेबिट वाले के लिए लिखोगे 2 और क्रेडिट में लिखने वाले आइटम के लिए लिखोगे बाई. So two balance brought down March 1 350, and again March 1 what is that, cash received ना, received cash to make up the impress, that is 650. तो इसका जनरल एंट्री होता है petty cash debit to cash account. So petty cash के डेबिट साइड में to cash account 650 March 1. ठीक है, after that coming to March 3 paid for stationery 155. तो पेमेंट हो गया. So पेमेंट साइड में आएगा बाय स्टेशनरी 155, राइट. एंड दो जगह में आएगा, ध्यान से देखो, एक आएगा उसका जनरल जो टोटल पेमेंट कॉलम है और फिर आएगा एनालिसिस कॉलम में. तो क्या आएगा, बाय स्टेशनरी मार्च 3 देकर टोटल पेमेंट में 155, और ये 155 फिर से दोबारा कहाँ पे बैठेगा, इन द प्रिंटिंग एंड स्टेशनरी, क्योंकि ये प्रिंटिंग एंड स्टेशनरी का आइटम है. स्टेशनरी मतलब प्रिंटिंग एंड स्टेशनरी, राइट. देन नेक्स्ट वन paid office expenses 78, again by office expenses 78, और कहाँ पे जाएगा, since the question has already mentioned that you will have printing stationery, postage and telegram, carriage, traveling expenses, sundry expenses, repairs, personal account, तो किसी हेडिंग में नहीं आ रहा है तो सनरी में चला जाएगा 78. ठीक है, otherwise if the question has not mentioned you can have one column on the name of office expenses. Clear? Then coming to the next one, March 8 paid for repairs of office fan. कितना office fan के लिए खर्चा कितना हुआ, 50 rupees, right? So it will be date 5 by date 8 by repairs 50 rupees, and it will go in the repairs column. We have already have that, so it is going in the repairs column 50 rupees. ठीक है. Then coming to the next one, paid for, that again the date is having some issues here, no it's okay, March 13 paid for auto fare, how much, 256 rupees. So it will be by this office yes Risco fare, by Risco fare, auto Risco fare, how much, 256 rupees, and this will be in the total column first, total payment column, and again it will appear in the traveling expenses, right? You can see here traveling expenses 256. Then coming to the next one, March 16, paid to Sekhar 100 rupees. So it will be by Sekhar 100 rupees in the total payment, and this again will appear in the sundries no personal account, because we have got the personal account. Okay, so any person made any payment made to Ramsham and all this, we have to keep it in the personal account. 100 rupees, clear? It will come in the 100 rupees of value will come in the personal account. Then coming to the next one, paid for carriage. Carriage how much? 45. So it will come in the by carriage. In which column? By carriage in the total payment column 45. Okay. Then coming to the next one, paid for printing charges 175. So by printing 175 in the total payment, by printing 175 in the total payment, and again this 175 will appear in the printing and stationery, right? 175. Then paid for telegram 65. So it will come again here. By telegram 65 in the total column, then postage and telegram 65. Okay, postage and telegram 65. Now all the items are placed here. So after that, what will you do? You have to do the totaling. Okay, totaling of what? All the analysis column. सिर्फ analysis column का total करना है. Okay, उनका सिर्फ total करना है और balancing करना है हमें receipt column और total payment column का पकड़कर. Okay, so let's do the totaling of rest of the column. So print, postage and telegram is having 65 rupees of total. Printing and stationery is having 330 rupees of total. Carriage is having 45 rupees of total. Traveling expenses having 256 rupees of travel total. Sundry expenses 78, and repairs is having 50 rupees, and personal account is having 100 rupees in the total. Okay, after that do the balancing for total payment and receipt. So the receipt is how much? 350 plus 650. So it is the total is how much? 1000 rupees. Okay, you can see here in the next page 1000 rupees. Okay, and this payment side it is how much? 924 rupees. Total payment is 924. So after deducting, the balancing figure is how much? 76 rupees. So it will come in the as 31st March by balance carried down 76, and again April 1 to balance brought down 76 rupees. Okay, after that the balancing figure will be received again, that is to cash on April 1 itself. What is the balancing figure? Our balance is supposed to be 1000, right? So 76 rupees is there in our hand, so it will come how much? 924 rupees. That is the expenses whatever you have made, that will come back again to cash 924 rupees. Clear? Now we will go with the next sum. We will take another sum to complete this chapter of petty cash book. This is very, very simple, right? So we'll take another sum and we'll complete this question. You just see the question once again. If you under photo, you can take. Okay. Okay. Now we will go to the next one. Enter the following transaction in the analytical petty cash book on Impress system. Okay. So the information has been given for the month of September 2016, right? So here we have not, it is not mentioned how many columns you have to make. So first of all, we'll count and find out the number of columns required. Okay. So in addition to the common columns, we'll find out what are the thing. Number one, it is given already that a petty cash received was 2000. So this is our balance. Paid for refreshment. So one, we got the refreshment column. Then paid for postage. So postage and telegram, 2 columns we got. Telegram is already there. So we have already counted postage and telegram. So already we have 2 columns. Bus fare. So that means traveling expenses, right? So 3 columns. Risco fare, traveling expenses. So it will be 3 column only. So purchase envelope, printing and stationery. Envelope, printing and stationery. So we have 4 columns now. Postage we have already made. So it is 4 column now. Carriage and so cartage. So cartage will go in the carriage and cartage. So we have got 5 columns now. Stationery we have already made for the envelope, so only 5 columns we have. Risk of here we have already made, so it is already 5 column now. Board pencil, printing and stationery we have made, right? So it will be remaining as 5 column, no addition in the columns. Then photostat expenses, this we can keep in the miscellaneous expenses. So we will have another column as miscellaneous expenses or sundry expenses, right? So 6 columns we have got, and the last one is already sundry expenses. Photostat also will keep in the sundry expenses, and sundry expenses already there. So we have 6 columns. Right? You can, in fact, if you want to decrease that columns, then you can do as the solution has done. If you want, you can decrease it. Like you can keep refreshment in miscellaneous. So 1 column decrease from 6, it came to 5. And again, you can keep this photostat expenses. They are taking as a photostating. Acha, it is taken as a photo making. Okay, so it will come in the printing and stationery. That is correct. It will come in the printing and stationery. And so one more expense, one more column also you can reduce. That is traveling. They have reduced into fare and carriage. Okay, so traveling, according to me also, you should keep it separately. But if you do it this way, it is not wrong. Okay, so that is why that they are getting only 4 columns here. So let's make the format here. We have the receipt column, there's the cash book folio number. Okay, then we have date, particulars, voucher number, total payment made, then postage and telegram, printing and stationery, fare and carriage they have made. Instead of traveling expenses, they have made all together for both fare and carriage. And the last one is miscellaneous expenses. So what will you do is that we'll start with the opening balance. That is opening balance is not given here. It is directly mentioned petty cash received 2000. So mention the date 2016 September 1. Journal entry is like this. Petty cash debit to cash account, right? So petty cash debit side, give the date September 1 2016. Okay, this 2016 should be here. Okay, 2016 to cash account 2000, right? Then let's go to the next one. Paid for refreshment September 1 90. So it will be September 1 by refreshment, 90 in the total payment. Again 90 will appear in the sundry expenses or miscellaneous expenses, 90. Okay. Then next one, paid for postage 200. So it will be September 2 by postage in the total column once, and again postage and telegram 200. Clear? Then next one, telegram 100. So by telegram, first of all, it will be in a total column 100, and then again postage and telegram 100. Again next, then bus fare 40. So here we don't have traveling, we have fare and carriage. You can keep the traveling expenses, that will be 100% correct. Okay, so September 4 by telegram, September 7 we have by bus fare 40 in the total payment, and again this will show in this question as they have not prepared a traveling expenses column, so it will come in the fare and carriage column as 40. Then next one, risk of fare 200. Same with this, risk of fare also will be there. So September 10 by risk of fare, first of all, it is 40 rupees. Yes, it is 40 rupees. So 40 rupees will come in the total payment, and again this 40 rupees will come in the fare and carriage. Okay, fare and carriage. Then next one is purchase of envelope 200 rupees. It will definitely go in the printing and stationery, right? So buy envelope September 14, it will go in a total column as 200, and again printing and stationery 200. Then postage, we have got postage is 40 rupees. So again by postage September 19 by postage, it will come in the total column as 40, and postage and telegram as 40. Okay, and next one is carriage. Carriage is 80. So by cartage is 80. So it will be September 23 by cartage 80 in the total payment column. Okay, and again in the fare and cartage 80 column, 80 rupees. Okay, then next one, stationery. Stationery is 240. So it will be by stationery September 25. Total amount payment will be 240, and again printing and stationery it will be 240. Then next one, risk of fare. Risk of fare will be 100, right? So by risk of fare is 100 in the total payment column, and this again will come in the fare and carriage, that is 100 rupees. And again next one, brought pencil 40. So by pencil in 40 rupees in the total payment and 40 in the printing and stationery. Okay. And then coming to the next one, by photostat expenses 80. So it will come in the by photostat expenses total column 80, and again total column 80, and again printing and stationery 80. Then next one, sundry expenses 220. It will first of all appear in the September 30 by sundry expenses 220 in the total column, and then this amount will appear in the miscellaneous as 220. Okay, clear? 220. Now you can see that no more adjustments, so no more transactions. So what will you do? Since the transaction has ended up, so what we will do, we'll just balance it. Okay, but before balancing, you can take the total. Okay, you make the total of all the expenses, analysis column. Postage and telegram, the total is 340. Printing and stationery, the total is 560. Fare and carriage, the total is 260. Miscellaneous, it is 310. Clear? Now we will find out the balancing of receipt and payment. Okay, the receipt side, it is how much? 2000 rupees. Whereas in the payment side, we have how much? We, after deducting, we will find out the balancing figure is 530. You can do directly also. Okay, the balancing figure is, after deducting all these items from 2000, we are getting 530 rupees. So it will be by balance carried down 530. It will again appear as to balance brought down 530. And the expenses, we have to get it back. So from 2000, if 530 is expended, is a remaining balance. Okay, if from 2000 530 is the remaining balance, so what was the expenditure? For 1470. So that will be coming as to cash. We'll get it again. The journal entry will be like this: petty cash debit to cash account for 1470, right? 1470. Okay, 1470. I hope all of you understood it. This chapter is very easy, but it comes for 6 mark. Okay, sometimes 5 mark or 6 mark. It is very, very important and very easy to score. Okay, so if you have doubt, then you please tell me again. I will try to help you in the every possible way possible. Okay, till then, take care of yourself. We'll return with in the next class. We'll return with accounting equation. Okay, we'll start accounting equation in the next class. Till then, take care and take care of your studies also. Okay, stay safe. Bye bye.